Hello and welcome to the debut episode of MLB 17 The Show. MN Twins 28 here. How you doing, everybody? Well, it's here. We're ready. We're going to do this. Franchise mode for MLB The Show 17. We're also going to do Road to the Show, but that's going to come up on another episode a little later on. Quick update on the GTA status of all three of my GTA things. I will be making more videos soon for storyline mode for 5 for the side missions and the storyline mode for GTA San Andreas. As far as online is concerned, though, while I've been doing some stuff there, I've been buying some things, I've been selling some things, so I don't really know how much further I can go along with this. You know, it's been fun, but I haven't really been playing it that much, so we'll see how it goes with that. I probably won't be making too many episodes much longer for that, so I might have one big full hour video for that and then just kind of say, okay, that's enough. So that's the status on GTA Online. So, but at least I got another episode or two for that before I say bye-bye to that. But I'm still going to finish the other two, San Andreas and GTA 5. But we're not going to concentrate on that today. We're going to concentrate on this Minnesota Twins franchise. We are going to hopefully make some history. The Twins have been absolutely terrible the last few years. Last year was a 100-loss season, and so the coaching staff's job is on the line. As much as I love Paul Molitor as a player and as a coach, I've always thought he should have been a manager years ago. If we don't cut it this year, we're not going to be keeping our coaching staff. We're going to start fresh. And part of the thing that keeps our players happy, their morale happy, is the coaching staff, and that's a big part of it. So here's the settings we're going to do, and I just to let you guys know, I updated the current rosters. I downloaded a roster that was edited 2 days ago, I believe. The Twins made a trade yesterday. The real Twins made a trade yesterday for Garcia from the Braves, the pitcher. And they also acquired a catcher in exchange for a minor leaguer we had, which we sent to them. And that trade was not on the update. So once I made the trade, so what I did was I traded our pitcher and for their pitcher straight up. So I made that trade, but I couldn't do multiplayer trade for some reason. It wouldn't let me do that in the main menu option. So I didn't get the catcher, but so I either have to make a deal for him later or we'll figure something out. I don't know what I'm going to do. But these are the settings we have. I am not going to have the contract on. I'm going to stay a Twin for life. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to allow legends. CPU trading. Trading will enable the CPU control teams to make trades, when off CPU control teams will only make trades initiated by you. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to ignore the budgets. Now, this is the one I tried starting this up earlier in another video, and I had it off. And I was going to do the Garcia trade that the Twins just made yesterday. But I left forced trades off. And I tried making the exact same deal the Twins made with the Atlanta Braves, and it wouldn't take. So I went into the settings to try and do the forced trade, and I couldn't find where to turn it back on. So apparently they've taken that out. You gotta accept forced trades now or later. So otherwise you don't get it. And I want to try to make this as realistic as possible. You know, I'm not gonna make some silly trades like, I'm not gonna trade a minor leaguer for Albert Pujols. Well, Albert Pujols that was a bad idea. He's old. Oh, you know what I mean. One of the best players in baseball. I sent 2 crappy minor leaguers who got a D rating for McCutcheon, we'll just use him. He's better than Pujols. And it goes through because the force trade's on. I'm not going to do that. But I have to figure out, should I put it on now or later? Like in the off chance we're playing along and the real Twins make a deal and I want to make the same deal if they make a great trade. But I can't do it in the game because it's all mumble jumbled. So I think I'm going to turn it on, but I'm not going to go crazy. There are some players I do want to get that I want to. There's some trades that were made by the current Twins organization that I believe was a mistake and they should never have done, or some player releases that they did, which I'll get into later, that I want to correct. Basically, my job now as the general manager of the Twins is I'm going to right a few wrongs that were made. So I'm going to use the force trade. I'm going to turn it on, but I'm not going to abuse it. And if there's a trade I kind of thinking about doing, I'll ask you guys, and you guys leave a comment, yay or nay. And if the yays are over the nays, then we'll do the trade. So you guys are kind of like the board of directors. How about that? So I'm going to turn it on because I cannot turn it on or off when I'm in game. So we're going to leave it on. We're going to set everything to manual. I'm going to take charge of everything. Scouting, coaching, and general manager. We're starting spring training. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the current roster. So this is the Twins' current roster. Let's start with, it's in rebuilding mode, obviously. So we got a lot of work to do. You know what? Before we do this, I got to turn this music down. It is bugging the shit out of me. I'm trying to hear you guys. Let's turn this, see here. Assign audio. And I can import music, which I'm going to do. Turn all this crap down so I can hear. Okay. So I can import music files. Ooh, cool. Haha. I'm going to do that in the off, when I'm off, because I have this game for the previous year. MLB The Show 16. I have music on the PS3. I'm going to import over here. So I'm going to do that. Sweet. Okay. I got to turn my volume down because I can hardly hear myself think. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's a look at the Twins roster. Here's our pitching staff from the Twins down to Fort Myers Miracle. Now, we only have 3 rosters that we can play. We have the Twins, we have AAA Rochester Red Wings, and we have the AA Chattanooga and Lookouts. The single A is basically just a dumping ground of where we could put our prospects that we don't want to get rid of and we don't want to currently play, which I think is a shame. I think they should expand it to 4, and I think they should allow you to play as your single A affiliate, but whatever. It'd be more in-depth player build up. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so here's a list of our pitching staff from the Twins all the way down. Irvin Santana, he's the ace of the team. He's 34 and he's a 90 overall and he's a B potential. But look at his salary, $13.5 million. He's on a 2-year deal. He's on the first of a 2-year contract. This might be a contract we may consider trading later on, depending on how the young guys do later on. Jose Barrios, 22 years old. This is his 2nd season with the Twins. He's a 79 and he's A potential. He is not going anywhere. We are actually planning to lock him up. He will be locked up long term. He is the future ace of the staff, and with good reason. He has got nasty stuff. He's got a 4-seamer, a changeup, a nasty curve, and a 2-seam fastball. If anybody that's watched Twins baseball this year and seen Barrios pitch and seen his curveball, it is a thing of freaking beauty. Here's the newest guy. I don't think it's pronounced Jamie. I think it's Hamey or something, but I'm going to look into it. Here's Garcia. This is the guy we got from the Braves, and we got him in real yesterday. The real Twins got him. We traded a low minor leaguer to get this guy, and we also got a catcher from the Braves, a 30-some-year-old catcher. I didn't get the catcher because I did the trade when I got the rosters on the main page before I went into here, and I wasn't able to 2-for-1s. I can only do 1-for-1. So I didn't get the catcher. It's not a big loss, but I might go after him anyways, just see what we got for catchers. But this is the main piece we got in the trade. So I made that change and got him at least. Hector Santiago, he's in his first or second year. Oh, we traded for him last year, I believe. I think he's on a 1-year deal. He's a 78 C potential. Kyle Gibson, he's been with us since he was drafted. He's kind of a yo-yo. He could pitch really good one day, and he could be horrible the next. So he's kind of going to be fighting for a job. I may just put him in as a long man out of the bullpen. Here's Big Sexy Bartolo Colon. We signed him this past week. He's on the roster. And he just made a start yesterday for the Twins against the Dodgers, and he got beaten up pretty good. He's on a 1-year deal, and he's most likely going to probably retire at the end of the season, so we probably won't be hanging on to him for the 2018 season. And I may just move him during our season here, depending on what's available and what we can get for him. He's got B potential. I may put him in the bullpen as a long man, because he can go like 3-4 innings, and then he'll start to fall apart. So I may put him in the bullpen as a reliever. Phil Hughes, he's just, 30 years old, B potential, but he's always injured. He's in Rochester right now. I do not believe he is on the 40-man. No, he is not. He is not on the 40-man roster. Alberto Mejia, I hope I said that right. B potential, 71 overall. We got him in a trade with the Angels when we traded Alex Meyer, a trade I did not agree with. He is under control for 3 seasons. He's got potential. He's got 5 pitches, 4 and a 2-seam fastball, changeup, slider, and a curveball. We'll probably start him. He'll probably go to minor, start the season in AAA, depending on how well he does in spring training. Tepesh, he's not supposed to be on here. He was one the Twins traded the other day to the Blue Jays for cash. Well, you can't do that on this game for cash. So we're probably going to trade him. I'm going to trade him to Blue Jays, so I'll probably pick a low minor leaguer and like a single A, and maybe I'll cut him. Or maybe I'll package him in a deal with some of the other guys, like one of the bigger guys here that I'm thinking about trading, and see what we can get. Heston, I have no idea who he is. I know they picked him up the other day. Don't care. Cole Stewart, he's a decent prospect we have. He's moving up. He'll probably start in Double-A where he's at. I'm really excited about this guy right here, Fernando Romero. He's got potential. He's a 65 overall, but he's got B. I may stick him in Double-A for development. I heard if you put your players in Double-A, they develop further along than they do in Triple-A. So I may do that. And then you can see the other guys. Some of these are familiar for Twins fans across and all that. So let's go to relievers. Rogers, who blew it yesterday against the Dodgers. Duffy. Boschers. Some of these guys I'm not too big fans of. Ryan Presley, 28. He's 71 overall. He's a D potential. He's not going to get any better. He's making $1 million. I could probably find somebody else. Trevor May, who was actually supposed to be on the disabled list, he's out for the year. I don't believe I can add people to the disabled list and make this more realistic, but I'm going to try. Breslow, we just DFA'd him the other day. The real Twins did, and I'm going to do the same. He's 35. He's D. This is his second stint with the Twins, and he's just garbage. He's been just... They should change his name to Craig Breslow. That's how bad he was this year. He sucks. Tonkin, same thing. He's a AAA pitcher. Excuse me. Comes up to the majors, and he struggles, so he's garbage. Hildenberger, he's B potential. I haven't heard much about him. Haley, he was a Rule 5 pickup by the Twins, and he actually got sent back to the Red Sox the other day. So we may do that, send him back. Dylan Gee, he's up on the roster right now. I don't know much about him. And then you see the other names here. This guy is up right now, I believe. And then the rest is just whatever. This guy, I'm looking forward to seeing. Even though he's a C potential, He may have some. I'm going to work hard on his kid. I feel good about him. Nick Burdai, he's another talented guy. He's out right now with injury. And this is the guy actually the Braves wanted originally in the Garcia trade that we did. And the deal almost went through, but then they had concerns about his injury, his health issues. So the deal fell through, and then they came through just yesterday, another deal. Yesterday the 23rd. Today is July 24th. So in case I don't post this right away. Closer, Brandon Kinsler. He is a guy. He is our guy. He's 32. He's over 84 overall B potential. And I believe he's on he's on a 1-year deal. I'm probably not going to hang on to him. I'm probably going to look for another closer. I have an idea in mind for a closer. One of my righting a wrong. I'm going to see how it goes. Perkins, he's been great for us for many years. He started as a starter. And then he kind of got pushed into the closer role when we had injury issues with Joe Nathan a few years ago. And Matt Capps closed for Nathan, and he was absolute garbage. Perkins got pushed into it, and he did great. But last year, Perkins started off okay, and then after the All-Star game, he started having health issues. He couldn't stay healthy, and then same thing this year. He's been hurt. He's on a 1-year deal. He's probably not coming back. I can tell you that right now. We're probably going to move Glenn Perkins, and if we can find a better closer, Kinsler will most likely get moved. He's either going to get traded or he's going to get pushed to setup role. Wimmers, he's okay. This guy, I have no idea who he is. He's going to get moved out, and I'm going to put Burdai in his spot. Burdai should be the closer. Catchers, just a quick rundown. We're trash. Besides this guy down in Single A and the guy we have over in with the Braves that we have to make a deal with, who's also a C or D potential. We got trash. Although I do like Mitch Garver. I'm going to take my look at him. Murphy, we got him in the Aaron Hicks trade, and he's been an absolute bust at the major league level and minor leagues. I don't care for him. I'm going to try and find a backup. Jimenez is okay. He's not special. I may just get rid of Jimenez and go with Garver. I may just switch the two. And Castro's going to stay put for now. He's on a 3-year deal. We just picked him up, free agent. He was a big free agent acquisition we had. First base, Joe Mauer. I can hear some of you already saying, trade Joe Mauer. Well, I'm going to try and make this as realistic as possible. Joe Mauer has a no-trade clause. He's been with the team ever since he was drafted, so he has the no-trade clause. So we could trade Joe Mauer. I can get away with it in the game. His contract is up after the 2018 season, so we could eat it and just take Joe Mauer for another 2 seasons, and then his money will come off the books, and then we'll have all that extra money to play with. We could trade him to another team. We could keep playing him at catcher, or we could do what should have been done, because he needs to stop. He needs to grow a pair of balls instead of having vagina. We can put him back behind the plate, but we have Castro back there, so we could put him in another position, but where are you going to put him? I could park him at DH, but that's not going to happen. Kenny Vargas, he's okay. 73 overall. Nah. He's okay. He's got power. He's just not very good. Strikes out a little bit. Byung-Ho Park, we picked him up last year, and it was going to be a complete bust. And same thing this year. He's down in Rochester, and he's been a complete bust. Complete waste of money. And all these other guys, nothing special. Brian Dozier, our second baseman, he is our staple there, and he is there at least as long as I don't get an offer I can't refuse. He is the team leader of this team, no question. He's staying. Unless I get a trade offer I can't refuse. Adriaza, he's a good utility role. He'll probably start on the major league club. Tommy Field, D potential. He's more of a utility guy. He'll stay down in AAA unless somebody gets hurt. He's not on the 40-man, so I'm not too concerned. So no, he is the superstar. He will be the face of this franchise when Dozier's days are done, if not pass him soon. Blackenhorn, I don't know much about him, but he's got B potential, so we'll keep an eye on him. Maybe we'll move him to AA, get his development going. Goodrum, he's been pretty good. He's been here for a few years, I believe. And he's C potential, but he can get the job done. He may not have the best. Performs better when playing night games. That's funny. He's kind of a utility guy. He's not a great hitter. He's a contact hitter. As you can see by these numbers, contact's a little low. His power is lower than that, so we're gonna work with him a little bit. I think I can work with him a bit. Vision, discipline needs some work. Clutch needs some work. Bunting, drag bunting. He's got good durability. His fielding's okay. No speed, so he's a contact hitter, and he's left-handed. That's what is also nice. Outfield. Oh nope, excuse me. Shortstop. Eduardo Escobar. I thought the Twins No, the Twins did not trade him. I was thinking of Danny Santana. They traded him. Escobar will probably start the season as our utility man on the bench alongside Adrianza, possibly. Polanco will most likely be the starting shortstop, although he has tendencies to struggle at the plate and in the field. He's supposed to be good defensively, as the numbers show up there. 75 reaction, 65 arm, and 80 fielding. So we'll see how it goes with him. And then there's Nick Gordon. This is our number 1 overall pick in the 2000, it was a couple years ago. I don't remember when he got him, but he's in our top 50. He's a double-A player. He's 21 years old, 65 overall, A potential. He is on a 3-year contract. He is not on the 40-man roster, but he is not eligible for the Rule 5, so we are safe on that. He is my future shortstop. I have no intentions of getting rid of him or trading him for anybody. I am going to work with him. He is going to definitely start in Chattanooga. He is not on the 40-man, but I probably will put him on it next year after spring training is over. So he'll probably... Well, actually, he might get some spring training. If he does well this year in Double-A, then I will put him on the 40-man roster, and he will start in Triple-A after spring training. I'm going to give him some spring training and see how it goes. Velma, I have no clue who this guy is. I'm going to take a look at him. He's 22. He's only C potential, so we'll probably start him in Double-A as well. He could play second and third, so he could play pretty much infield, so we can probably sneak him in another spot, depending on what we have at second base, which is garbage. Yeah, we'll probably work him in. Royce Lewis, I believe we picked him up in the draft. He's got A potential, so he'll be... Yeah, this is the guy the Twins drafted this year. Huh, interesting. He can play shortstop in all 3 outfield positions. He's A potential, bats right, throws right. Okay. And it looks like he's got good durability. He's got some decent speed, so we'll work with him. Outfield, pretty much all set. Eddie Rosario is our guy in left field. I'm surprised he got a C potential. Eddie's hot and cold at the plate, but when he's on, he's on. And I've always thought he was a decent outfielder. He's had so many assists in the last couple years, so I don't know. I don't understand why he's got a C rating, so I don't get that. Maybe team improves and morale improves. It'll help bump his potential up, and maybe his numbers will be great. Grossman, he's a bench guy. He's okay. He's not my favorite, but he's all right. Zach Granite, I like this kid. He's a C potential, but I'm going to work with this kid really hard. I really like his moxie. He's just a nice, down-to-earth kid, and he's really trying hard, and he's doing a good job for the Twins. And he's up with injury for Buxton. He was up for somebody else too, and then Buxton went down. So Granite's up with the Twins for that reason. So I'm probably going to see how he does in spring training, and maybe he'll push somebody like Grossman or... I got Pelka up too. We'll get to him in a moment. We'll see how it goes. But Buxton, he's our everyday starting center fielder. He's our star. He's our leadoff guy. He's got speed to burn. He can slap some doubles and singles. He's not supposed to be a home run threat, and I don't intend on having him be one. Rest of the center fielders are garbage. Right field, Max Kepler. He's our right fielder. He's got potential to be good. Daniel Pelka, he's got some power. He's a C overall, but we're going to work with that. We'll probably send him down. Kirilloff was our pick a couple years ago, and I believe he was on the DL this year with some kind of injury. It was a season ender, I believe, or most of the season was going to be over. He's got big potential. He's going to be down in Chattanooga. And the Strasburg, he's absolute garbage. He's in single A, and I have no intentions of keeping him. He has deep potential and not getting any better. He's 29. So actually, I'm going to just do our first player release and bye. You're gone. So then that leaves us with three right fielders, 5 center fielders, 3 left fielders. So yeah. So we got some work to do with this roster. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right or wrong right here, and I'm probably going to end up forced trading it, but I am forced trading it for a legitimate reason. Before the season started this year, the Twins fired longtime general manager Terry Ryan. He's been with the team since Andy McPhail left in the early to mid 90s. Terry Ryan took over. He was general manager for many years during those really bad years the Twins had in the mid to late 90s. And then the Twins got a little better in the 2000s. Terry Ryan stepped down, but he stayed with the organization, and Bill Smith got hired on. And he took over, and Bill Smith was a train wreck. He was as bad as, if not worse, than Terry Ryan. I've never been a fan of Terry Ryan's, and I think he made some of the dumbest trades in the business, and he was always against free agency. And when he never spent on quality players we needed, he always dumpster dove, and it irritated a lot of Twins fans. I thought he was overrated. A lot of people in baseball thought he was one of the best in the business. Well, yeah, I disagree. Well, the new Twins general managers, after they took over for Ryan this past offseason, one of the first things they did was they traded one of our minor leaguers. Where is free agency? I don't see free. Oh, right there. One of the things they did. Oh, that's weird. There used to be a function you could look up a player. I can't find it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, anyways, one of the first moves the new regime did was they released a player by the name of Adam Brett Walker. He was an outfielder with the Twins. He was in the minor leagues. He had raw power. He had a lot of home run power. He had potential. He wasn't fast, but when he hit the ball, he hit it hard. He hit it far. His problem was he struck out a lot. And for whatever reason, the Twins decided, we're just going to give up on him. And they cut him. They didn't give him a chance to improve. Just after 1 year of having a strikeout season in AAA, they cut him. And rather than keep him, work with him, they let him go. A lot of people pissed off about it. And so I was one of those people, I thought they gave up on him, just like I thought they gave up on Aaron Hicks too fast. And they gave up on Ben Revere. They gave up on Ben Revere and Denard Span to bring up Aaron Hicks. I thought Aaron Hicks was called up way too soon. They traded 2 center fielders away for Aaron Hicks. Big mistake. Well, the new regime did it with Adam Walker. They gave up on him before he even touched target field. So I don't agree with the move, so I'm making the move to get him back. And here he is right now. He's with the Baltimore Orioles organization. He's in the minors. He is C potential, 64 overall. He also plays first base, which I also believe he also plays the other corner position, which is outfield. He's probably not going to play first base with us, so we're probably going to change that to just outfield. But you can see against right-handed hitting, he's got potential. Got a lot of red in there. The lefties, a little work in the upper part of the plate and outside in the middle. So we got to work on that. He's 225, 6'5". He's only 25 years old. He's got C potential, but I think we can work with him. His contact is low, but his power is higher than his contact. and it's in the lower to upper 60s, so I like his potential there. We got to work on his vision. That's with the strikeouts, obviously. The discipline needs work. Is 60% clutch, but it's okay. We can work on that. Bunting, he doesn't bunt. Well, that's okay because look at his speed. He's a 42 speed. He doesn't steal. He's got 90 durability, which means he can stay healthy. That's what we like. Fielding, 53%. It's halfway there. It could be worked on. He's got decent arm strength. Accuracy could little work, and so could reaction. So there's a possibility I may move him over right field. If the outfield thing doesn't work, maybe I'll put him to first base. He can also be a DH, a designated hitter, if the power gets better. So I want to get Adam Brett Walker back. I believe he is not on the 40-man roster. No, he is not on the 40-man, so I could try and do a even trade here for one of my crappier outfielders. Basically a swap of outfielders. Maybe I'll give him something that I don't want. So Pelka's not going anywhere. Kepler's not going anywhere. Kirillov's not going anywhere. These two are not going anywhere. He's a 65. He's a 64. So those guys are about even. Walker's is older. No, they don't want that trade. How about Shuck? No, they don't want him either. I'm trying to make this as fair as possible, even though the first trade's on it. I'm going to use it. Grossman, oh, they like that one. But then I lose a bench guy. But that would open up for Zach Granite. So, Walker's a 64. This guy's a 56. Well, what else do we got here? We got Polanco, Royce Lewis. I may actually move him over to second base instead of short because I don't have a future behind Dozier except for Andriaza, and I don't care for him too much. Tommy Field, I don't see any future for him. I could trade one of these guys. Hey, you want Mauer? No. So I guess with the force trade on it, that bar down there doesn't really move or anything. So it's kind of, you gotta guess. So I gotta kind of make this even, like an even Steven swap. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm not a big fan of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 catchers. I gotta go get that other guy from the Braves. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give them, let's give them one of these guys. I'll give them one of these pitchers, even though they're D, but this one's a 61 overall. Maybe. Oh, shit. Did I get rid of Strasburg? I did, didn't I? Yeah, he was the last guy I cut. The first guy I cut. All right, so let's do this. All right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 catchers. I don't plan on keeping. So I got 2 in Minnesota, 2 in Rochester, 2 in Chattanooga. That's 6. And I got 7 catchers. Well, I don't like John Ryan Murphy. He's trash. He's 25. He's not getting any better. I'll trade him. And I'll trade an outfielder along with him. Let's see here. Shuck. 29. Yeah. I'll give up those 2 guys. And Grossman's not going anywhere. No. So I'll give up Shuck and Ryan Murphy. I'll get 2 guys up for Adam Walker. I know it's a forced trade, but I think that's more than fair. They're getting 2 guys, even though Shuck is 29. Yeah, he can help them out. That gives them depth. So they're getting an outfielder in exchange, and they're getting an extra catcher. And let's actually take a look at their catchers. Let's see what they got for catchers. They got some decent catchers, so they could probably end up flipping him. Well, these guys suck, so he can definitely take a spot from these guys. So I think Murphy will fit right in. And yeah, he's a C potential, so he'll easily replace all those guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a fair trade. I'm going to make the trade, and Walker's back in Minnesota. Okay. Now, I think before this video gets too far along, we're going to go to the Braves, and we're going to go get that catcher that we got the other day, the real trade the Twins made, which I couldn't do because like I said in the menu, they don't allow you to do 2-for-1s or 3-for-1s or whatever. They only do 1-on-1. So this is the guy the Twins got in the Garcia trade. We got Wrecker and Garcia for, let me show you the pitcher we got. Oh, crap, I went too far. The pitcher we traded them was this guy here. This Huskar Yanoa. We traded him to get Garcia and Wrecker. So we're going to get Wrecker. He's 33. He's D. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, well, for the sake of the fact that he's on the Twins roster, we're going to try and make this as legit as possible. I'll just swap old guys here. None. None. Huh? Yeah, give me some cash, man. Okay. Let's just give him... Oof. Rolfing, Carlos Polino. Let's just give him the low man on the totem pole. And ba-dum. There we go. Okay, so Anthony Wrecker is now on the Twins. And Adam Walker's on the Twins. So I think that's pretty much it. There's some obvious other players I want to go after. Where's my... Oh, yeah, it's just telling me the trade's been accepted. Why don't we go, before we do anything, look at free agents. Maybe we can improve our team here right away, because I don't see us doing any more trades. So let's start with pitchers. Gavin Floyd, he's a 73. It's a B potential. Ooh, he'd be good. That'd be a good pickup. He's got a 4-seamer, curveball, 2-seam, cutter, and a change. He'd be a good pickup. PV, he's hot and cold. He's 35. I'd rather take my shot on him. Lados, all these guys down here are lower numbers. We actually did try this guy out, and I think we ended up cutting him in spring training. So I'm going to think about Dennis Santana. Oh, scared me a minute. I thought it was Johan. That would have been cool. All right, so I'm going to wait on that. Let's check out what else we got here. Relievers, Francisco Rodriguez. Oh, wow. He'd be good. Oh, here we go. Joe Nathan. How about a return to Minnesota? Luke Hoshaver, a longtime Royal. Jabba Chamberlain, Jabba the Hutt. Wow. Wow, the mighty have fallen. Wow. Justin Miller, nothing. Trash. Derek Morris, trash. Saltamakia, trash. We got nobody available. Wow. First base. Oh my God, look at that. Justin Morneau. I gotta do it. I would love to have him back. He'd be my DH. Vargas, I don't think he's going to cut it. Yes, he's younger. I honestly don't see... I could sign... I'm going to sign Morneau to a 1-year deal. I'm going to sign him a 1-year deal. He wants 2.5 mil. I'm going to give him 3. Even 3. To come home and retire as a Twin. And help us see what we can do. Maybe win a World Series. We'll see. He's not on the 30-man roster, or the 40-man roster. I'm gonna have to add him, but he's gonna be with the Twins. That is gonna be a great story to have him back. That'll be a good storyline. Second base, ooh, Danny Espinoza. He was just released by the Angels. Ooh. Second baseman sucks, and he's 29, but he's better than him. And he's definitely better than this guy. Although he's a B potential. This guy's a C. But he's a D. Ooh. I'll sign Danny. I'm going to sign him to a 1-year deal, though. I'll give him 2 mil. Add a few years and maybe we can talk some. Okay, I'll give him a 2-year deal with a team option. Increase the salary. Okay, I'll give him 4.5. Cool. Then if he has a shitty year, I can buy out his contract. All right. So Danny Espinosa's on the roster. He's in AAA. He is not on the 40-man, I believe. No. That's okay. I'll probably add him too. Brett Lowry, nobody. Oh, Johnny Peralta, 34 though. Nope. Alexei Ramirez. Oops. Nope, don't need him. Too old. Left fielders, nothing. Center fielder, don't need him. Right field, don't need it. So I think that's where we're going to stop at. I wanted to do one more trade, but I think I'll save that for next time. Or, what the hell, let's make the deal. I want to make another a right or wrong trade. When the Twins traded for Mejia to the Angels, they let go Alex Meyer, and I think they gave up on him. Look at that, Ricky Nolasco. Sucks. I liked Alex Meyer. He had B potential. I just think the Twins gave up on him. Yes, he wasn't getting it right away with the Twins. He was having issues. But I think the Twins gave up on him too much. I think they should have moved him to the pen. They got him listed as a starter right now. I think they should have moved him to the pen, and I think they should have made him a potential closer because Glenn Perkins was having issues with health, but they didn't. Meyer's got a 4-seamer, a slider, a curveball, and a 2-seamer. He's got some good arm strength. His velocity's pretty good. Breaks 61. Control needs work, but I'm interested in working with him. So here you can see his numbers. 1-3 last year. 29 strikeouts, a 5 ERA. In 2015, he pitched for the Twins. No record. Pitched 2 2/3 inning, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, but he had an ERA of 16, which was not good. But like I said, I don't think the Twins gave him enough time to develop. They rushed him too much. They traded to get him, for God's sakes. They traded Revere, I think it was. It was Revere or it was Span, and I'm pretty sure it was Revere. So, and he's under control for 2 years. So I think we can bring him back and make him a project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade. Honestly, I think this is where we could make a decent trade here. Phil Hughes has $13.2 million left on 2 years, and he's injured. Alex Meyer is on the 40-man. Phil Hughes is not. I could give Mejia back, but nah, I don't want to. I don't. Okay, this is the one I think I'm going to hire. I think I'm going to offer Phil Hughes. Let's see who else they got here. See, some people might think I'm just dumping celery. So I should probably give them some. Well, Hughes is 30 and he's a B potential. If he's healthy and he's on, he's actually got better numbers than Meyer. Take a look at him. They're about even. They're both 72 overalls. Hughes is older by 3 years. But yeah, Hughes' numbers are actually better than Meyer. Bunting is better on Meyer. His hit for 9 over here is worse. K through 9 is lower. His walk at 9 is high. Is a 90. I think that's good, actually. Home run for 9. Myers is higher there. His Hughes' stamina is higher. So actually, Hughes is the better pitcher than between the two of them. So yeah, it's a salary dump, but I have no intentions of using him, so we're going to just do a straight-up trade. I got Alex Meyer back. They can have Phil Hughes. So if anybody don't like it, well, sorry, but it's my team. You don't like it, don't follow me then. So I tried to make these as legit as possible, so that's what we're going to stand at right now. So in the next video, I'm going to show you guys my roster moves, or not my roster moves, my lineup decisions, my rotation, and then we'll have the first spring training game. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Leave a comment if you'd like. Give me some trade ideas that I could pull off, and we'll vote on it. Future trades will be done voting with a vote since the forced trades are on. So if you guys would vote on any potential trades that we might come across or whatever, let me know. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time for episode 2 of MLB The Show, the Twins franchise. Until next time, peace out, go Twins.